Denali, Alaska is a place of wild grandeur, untouched beauty, wildlife, and the tallest mountain in North America. The mountain is known on North American maps as Mount McKinley, but locally, the mountain is called Denali, translated to the Great One. The native First Peoples say that the mountain was created by a young man's harpoon when it struck against giant waves that were created by giant grizzlies on the shore. It was when his boat was about to topple over into the water and he was too tired to fight the waves that he threw his harpoon into the tallest of the waves at the exact moment it crested. Upon this moment, the young man felt tired and slept. When the young man awoke, he was in a forest and a giant mountain was in place of the wave in which he struck the harpoon. It was then that Denali was created, the Great One who watches over the region. Although folks travel from all points of the globe to see Denali in the midnight sun, many times he hides himself from view. But while travelers look for him, they find countless other treasures, sometimes greater than the large mountain. In fact, at the turn of the last century, it was treasure, gold to be exact, that brought Americans to this region during the Klondike Gold Rush. Denali is located in the Denali National Park and Preserve, and this park includes the old mining town of Kantishna, and it is this park that allows this national treasure to stay alive and awe-inspiring. Visitors of all kinds are drawn to this majestic place, loved by adventurers, seniors, and families, and especially enjoyed by nature, animal, and photographer enthusiasts. Denali is home to more than a mountain. It is home to an abundance of flora and fauna. The time-wise fireweed measures the length of the season, while beautiful blue Jacob's ladder and the violet monkshood bring vibrant color to the once white ground, where the grizzly and black bears can raise their young, where lynx and wolves trek the land and the protected Dall sheep perch high in the mountain ridges. Denali is a place where herds of caribou roam and the marmots and ground squirrel gather their food for the long winter months ahead. A serene place for moose to eat and wander majestically. An amazing place for the ptarmigan and snowshoe rabbit to change colors from white to brown and back again. A home for migratory birds from all around the world to gather, breed, and sometimes pass away. Natural beauty abounds here wherever you turn. Regardless of the season, the region will take your breath away. Denali is a region of Alaska's interior located between Fairbanks and Anchorage, Alaska, about 150 miles south of Fairbanks and 200 miles north of Anchorage. Although there is really no town of Denali, it is certainly a destination for travelers around the world. A traveler can reach Denali by flying into the major airports of Fairbanks or Anchorage and driving the George Parks Highway, by taking the train, or by taking a bus. Some visitors will even take a bush plane into the more remote Denali destinations. Denali is often the final destination for tourists who drive the Alaska-Canada Highway. The Denali region is a seasonal destination that opens when the snow begins to melt away in late April and the bears come out of hibernation. And this season gives way to the blossom of a quick and colorful spring and summer of June and July. An autumn that makes the entire flora of the forest floor look as if it is caught on fire, orange and fruitful with wild blueberries, so plump and juicy and delicious, to the winter once again in late September when the bears once again find their dens. The average temperatures for this destination during the season range from a cool and wet 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit in April and May, to a warm, cool, and dry 70-degree summer days of June and July, and back down to a 60-50 degree days in August and September. Because Denali attracts many types of tourists, the region offers a variety of lodging options. If the tourist is an outdoorsman, camping is available in the Denali National Park. If the tourist is traveling in an RV, there are RV parks available. If the tourist enjoys to be pampered while taking in the rare beauty of the region, then they will have to be sure to stop in at one of the resorts that are just outside the park entrance and are owned and operated by the cruise companies. If the traveler is on a budget, there are additional hotels and motels available further from the park entrance. Since Denali is an area thick with tourists and seasonal employees, there are restaurants that cater to the fish and chips crowd, as well as the 5-star dining establishments like the King Salmon or the Black Diamond Grill. For the fun-loving tourists, and for the kids as well, be sure to check out one of the dinner theaters available, the Music of Denali or the Cabin Night Dinner Theater. And no matter what you do or who you're with, don't forget to check out the local ice cream parlor, Hot Licks, at the Lynx Creek store. Since Denali is a tourist destination, many of the little shops exhibit local arts and crafts, as well as art by the local First Peoples of the region. When visitors are not eating or shopping, their time can be spent hiking and taking in the splendor of green hillsides to frigid mountaintops. Tour on horseback through dry creek beds, or ride a more aggressive animal, the ATV or Jeep, where all participants can get a little muddy. Take in the sights by air and see Denali and his glaciers the way the heavens do. Ride luxury railway carriages, take the bus, or perhaps whitewater raft the Nenana River. One can even check out the local Husky homestead and meet former Iditarod champion Jeff King. Alaska is home to the midnight sun, but Denali is home to the Great One, a mountain who stands high above his land, watching over. Denali is a treasure for visitors to experience, to capture on film, and to breathe in.